7th episode to recap, The Trap in the Shadows vertical bar Halek Hossain. Introduction, a brotherhood tested in the fire. In the heat of battle, soldiers are not just fighters, they are brothers. 7th episode to delivers a gripping story of loyalty, danger, and survival as the KL team faces their deadliest challenge yet. After losing one of their own, they receive shocking news. First Lieutenant Serdar is alive. This revelation sends them on a mission that will test every ounce of their courage and skill. The mission begins, hope and vengeance. Captain Kağan wastes no time. Leading his men with determination, he sets out to rescue Serdar. But for Kağan, this mission has a second purpose, to finally settle his unfinished score with Tepegöz, a ruthless enemy whose shadow has haunted him. The team moves swiftly across unforgiving terrain, driven by hope, vengeance, and the unbreakable bond between soldiers. The road to danger, a silent threat. As the KL team advances, danger hides in every shadow. Unbeknownst to them, Tepegöz has laid a deadly trap, landmines underfoot, snipers in the hills, and ambush positions ready to strike. What should have been a rescue is about to become a fight for survival. Colonel Kopuz warning instincts of a veteran. Back at command, Colonel Kopuz feels something is wrong. Years of battlefield experience tell him the enemy is luring his men into a kill zone. Time is running out, and he must act fast. With only one chance to save them, he prepares a desperate counterplan. Into the kill zone, the battle ignites. The silence breaks with the crack of a sniper's bullet. Gunfire erupts from all directions. Captain Kağan commands his men to hold their positions, returning fire with precision. The mountains echo with explosions as the team fights to survive the enemy's overwhelming attack. The colonel's last move breaking the trap. In a bold and risky maneuver, Colonel Kopuz launches his final move. Reinforcements strike from above, helicopters thundering through the skies. Dust, smoke, and chaos fill the battlefield as the KL team pushes through the enemy lines. Step by step, they escape the death trap. Survival and the price of loyalty. When the battle ends, the survivors stand in silence. They have not yet reached Serdar, but they have faced death and lived to fight another day. The cost is heavy, but in war, survival itself is a victory. Why this episode matters. 7th episode 2 isn't just about bullets and explosions, it's about loyalty, leadership, and the unspoken promise soldiers make to each other, never leave a brother behind. It's a story that reminds us of the courage it takes to walk into danger and the strength it takes to walk out again. The Trap in the Shadows, 7th episode to full story. The wind was dry, carrying the smell of dust and gunpowder. The KL team had already felt the bitter taste of loss. One of their brothers had fallen, leaving a hole in their hearts that no medal or flag could fill. But fate had not finished with them yet. News came like a lightning strike. First Lieutenant Serdar is alive. Captain Kağan didn't think twice. His voice was firm, his eyes burning with purpose. We move now. The soldiers tightened their grips on their rifles. The mission had two phases, saving Serdar and settling an old, unfinished score with the man they called Tepegöz. This was not just an enemy, for Kağan, Tepegöz was a personal wound that refused to heal. March towards the unknown. The team moved fast across rough terrain, boots hitting dirt, breathing heavy, eyes scanning every shadow. The mountains stood like silent witnesses, watching men march toward a place they believed would reunite them with their friend. They didn't know the truth, the ground they were heading to was soaked in danger. Every step forward was taking them deeper into the enemy's jaws. Far away, hidden from sight, Tepegöz and his men had prepared the perfect trap. Mines in the dirt, snipers in the hills, and a killing zone that no soldier should walk into alive. The colonel's senses. Colonel Kopuz, a man who had seen too much war to trust anything easily, felt the unease grow in his chest. He studied the maps, the radio signals, the silence in enemy channels. Something was wrong. His instincts screamed louder than the wind, "This is no rescue. It's a setup." He knew the KL team was charging straight into death. The clock in his mind was ticking fast. He had only one chance, one last move, to pull his soldiers back before the enemy's trap snapped shut. Into the fire. Meanwhile, Captain Kağan and his men reached the outskirts of the target zone. The ground was too quiet. Birds had vanished from the sky. Every soldier felt it, the silence before the storm. Then, the first shot cracked through the air. Bullets rained from hidden positions. The KL team scattered for cover, returning fire with fierce precision. The mission had turned from rescue to survival in seconds. Kağan's voice roared through the chaos, "Hold your positions. Don't break." The men answered with discipline, each one protecting the other, fighting not just for victory but for each other's lives. The last move. Back at command, Colonel Kopuz made his decision. There was no more time for caution. He launched his final plan, a risky maneuver to outflank the enemy and open a path for the KL team to escape. Helicopters roared above, dust and debris filling the air as reinforcements moved in. Kağan and his men fought their way through the kill zone, step by step, until the colonel's plan cut through the trap. The enemy lines broke, but the cost was heavy. Each soldier knew how close they had come to never walking away. The price of brotherhood. When the shooting stopped, the silence returned, this time heavier, filled with the memory of fallen brothers and the weight of those still breathing. They had not yet reached Serdar. The mission was far from over, but they had survived the enemy's shadow. And survival, in war, is a victory of its own. Episode 2 of Savaşçı is not just a tale of action. It is a reminder that war is fought as much in the heart as it is on the battlefield. Loyalty, instinct, and the courage to risk everything for your brothers, these are the weapons that never run out of ammunition. Keywords for SEO, Savaşçı Episode 2 Recap, Savaşçı Season 1 Episode 2 Summary, Turkish Military Drama, KL Team Rescue Mission, Captain Kağan and Tepegöz, Colonel Kopuz, Turkish Army TV Series. Those who have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you very much to those who have subscribed.